Phytoceramides.
And I encourage everyone to do research on this. There's information on the web you can find, but I really like the real science, the real clinical, not the information on the web that isn't real clinical science. But what phytoceramides are, even if you just went to Wikipedia and looked up phytoceramides, what you'd learn about phytoceramides, that phytoceramides, if you looked at every cell in our body, and each cell is responsible for maintaining all the sort of water inside. If you looked at it as a cell as like a bag, you know, like a plastic bag, water stays inside because the water can't penetrate the plastic. We know that oil and water don't mix. Our cells take advantage of that property. Inside our cell is principally an aqueous, a water-based environment. The outside of our cells are these lipid bilayers, basically a cellophane bag that's made out of fat. So that fat is what keeps the moisture in those bags. So the part of our cells that's responsible for doing that sort of waterproofing, especially in our skin, is the part of our cell, phytoceramides. So phytoceramides actually, fatty acids and cholesterol. And those are the ingredients that comprise sort of the waterproofing system of our cells. So in terms of our skin, as we get older, when we have dry skin, our phytoceramide levels go down. So phytoceramides, you see them in a lot of products that you put on topically, but phytoceramides are large molecules that can't be absorbed through the skin. But when you introduce phytoceramides in your body, as we found out with so many other nutrients, whether it's lutein and zeaxanthin for our eyes, or omega-3s for our eyes or brain, when you introduce the ingredients to your body can percolate those phytoceramides up into the cells, into our epidermis, and that is the layer of our skin that determines the moisturization of our skin. It determines that plumpness, the suppleness of our skin. So if you want to talk moisturization, and Miriam and I were just talking about this, we are always in Colorado in the summer because I love running in the mountains and mountain biking in the mountains at altitude. But the one thing bad about altitude, being over I'm typically between 8,000 and 12,000 feet, it's dry. It's very dry. And Mira and I both commented that this year, certainly I don't put lipstick on, but I'm not using, normally I'm putting chapstick on or things like that because it's so dry up there. And we both noticed that in our skin. So, and this is also one of those ingredients where there's research and clinical studies that show differences in wrinkle volume and things like that. So if you want, we all use moisturizers, if you want an opportunity to use an internal moisturizer, I take 2 capsules a day. Technically, you only need to take 1 capsule a day. Muriel also takes 2 capsules a day. Phytoceramides is a perfect addition to what we're doing with healthy hair, skin, and nails.
It makes sense, doesn't it? It really does, because it's going to the source. It's the lipids in the cells, and it makes sense to me that if it's helping your cells to retain that liquid and that moisture, you're going to look more youthful. It actually helps with the integrity, the actual integrity of our skin. So I'm not taking this yet, but I'm going to start taking this one.
It just came on.
There we go.
We just have it now.
Let me show you what the choices are here real quickly. You can see we have a 30, a 60, a 120, or a 240 cap supply. Here's where the pricing will go after the birthday visit. Here's where our pricing is today, $29, $49, $79, $90, or $139.90. So you can see nice big savings here. Works hand in hand with healthy hair, skin, and nails, with biotin. But again, works in a capacity where it's going directly to those cell membranes.
Well, and again, all our cells have membranes. And the membranes in those cells are what keeps each cell sort of in its isolated little world. And those it takes advantage of the difference between an aqueous or water-based environment and a fatty environment. And the outside, that lipid bilayer, fat, that lipid bilayer is what's used to keep moisture inside. Our precious moisture is what we need to be kept alive. Our precious moisture is what keeps our skin plump and lustrous. When we put these oil-based kind of moisturizers on our skin, And one of the original ones a long time ago were things like using things like Vaseline or something, which we know doesn't really allow our skin to breathe well, but it's taking advantage of the oily nature. That's petroleum jelly, the oily nature, to keep the moisture in. We now know there are more elegant ways of doing that with other ingredients topically, but internally the most elegant, the most natural, the most specific is by delivering the phytoceramides themselves. Slathering phytoceramides on the outside of your body, yes, it has a moisturizing function on the very outer layers, which are unfortunately dead layers, but if you want to affect the inner layers, it's by consuming phytoceramides. I was going to read some charts quick before we have to run along, but ceramides are lipid-based molecules, primarily responsible for the skin's ability to retain its moisture and water content. The external world constantly robs our skin of its precious moisture, and ceramides are Mother Nature's natural internal moisturizer to promote and retain healthy, hydrated, radiant skin. I write these charts. These I just wrote recently. I write all these charts.
So it's an internal moisturizer.
Exactly. Well,
it's kind of how biotin goes from the end, works from the inside out. This is like a moisturizer that's working in the cells from the inside out.
We might think that the cosmetic companies invented moisturizers, but without moisturizers, we'd shrivel up like a prune and we wouldn't exist. We'd be like a dried up leaf on the ground. No, we have to have internal moisturization systems or we would just lose our moisture. We would just evaporate away. And it's actually very complex, elegant systems. And the most important ingredient, the highest concentration ingredient, are the phytoceramides.
I'll be done.
And
amazing.
Ceramides are the predominant lipid present in the critical outermost protective layer of our skin. That's the stratum corneum of the epidermis. You often hear it spoken about when folks are doing skincare. Ceramides promote radiant, soft, smooth, and supple skin by creating a protective barrier to prevent the loss of our skin's precious moisture. And that precious barrier is around every single cell, not just in the outside on our dead tissue.
Right.
Ceramides play a critical role in our skin's natural defense and protection for damaging external factors. Ceramides are an essential part of the skin's normal growth and constant repair process. Healthy ceramide levels are essential to the normal protection, growth, and repair of our skin. The aging process unavoidably results in lower ceramide levels, which is why our skin looks drier as we get older. These age-related reduced ceramide levels can be associated with dry, rough, irritated, and discolored skin. Correspondingly, the presence of dry, rough, irritated, and discolored skin can be an indication of reduced or disrupted ceramide levels. External skincare products cannot effectively deliver ceramides to the epidermis and stratum corneum. Oral phytoceramide supplementation is the most straightforward and effective method of providing ceramides to the most important layers of our skin.
Alrighty, well, hopefully we'll have more time to talk about this throughout the day, tomorrow or next weekend. This show went so quickly. In case you tuned in late, we have an encore presentation coming up next.
Yes.
That was a fast night.
That was the quickest 2 hours, I think, of my life.
So get a little rest.
I will.
You'll be back at noon.
Tomorrow at noon.
And then I'll see you at 8.
You will.
All right, and we'll
Thanks.
see you next. If you stay tuned, we have an encore presentation of our incredible